Hi everyone, Tom back here on Jurassic Collectibles today, and today we are taking a look at a brand new Camp Cretaceous Savage Strike figure, this one being the Stygimoloch, as you can see here in packaging, in this kind of grey and red colour scheme. You can see we've got the usual Camp Cretaceous packaging, even though this dinosaur hasn't appeared in Camp Cretaceous yet. So you still have got Kenji, Brooklyn and Darius alongside Toro. You've got the Stygimoloch and the 4+ sign in the corner. Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. This figure does come with the little draw the lines map and also some stickers like all of the Camp Cretaceous stuff. And the other figures in this assortment are a repackage of, I believe that's Delta, or possibly Charlie, a Plesiosaurus and a Monolophosaurus, and we do have both of these to look at too. So Stiggy, this is the third release for the Stygimoloch in the Savage Strike line, the first one being the Fallen Kingdom variant, and the second also being another variant branded as Camp Cretaceous. So we're going to cut the figure out here. Remove the packaging off to the side. As per usual, we're not going to worry about taking a look at all of the Camp Cretaceous elements, since we don't tend to do that in these videos. And if we just angle the camera down, zoom ourselves in nicely, then we can take a look at Stiggy. And as you can see, this figure is a very, very different colour scheme for the Stygimoloch compared to those which we have received before. So if I bring it a bit closer to the camera, you can see we have this dark red, almost maroon kind of colour scheme, looking really, really good there. You've got lots of little pattern details all across the snout, kind of feeding into the beak, which is in an almost tan colour, like very, very light brown. You've got these very vivid white details for the horns, not so vivid on the crest, but very, very bright here, almost inaccurate to some extent. You know, I would expect the horns to be a little bit worn on a dinosaur, since they are often, you know, head bashing, especially when it comes to the Stygimoloch. So a little bit weird there, how vibrant they are, but they do pop from the rest of the colour scheme. You can see those red highlights continue down the neck just there. Hopefully that's in focus. We will try and refocus if not. And then you can see that on the body we've got loads of dark grey highlights, as you can kind of make out there. So you've got some really nice kind of dark grey highlights all across the body. You can see just there around the hip joint. And then the legs are all cast in one colour, absolutely no paint application on them. Slightly unfortunate, but I believe that's how it's always done. And the same with the arms as well, as you can see there. So on this figure you don't get painted toenails, unfortunately, or painted hands. It is literally just this figure. And as you can see there, I do actually have an issue with this one where the ball joint is really loose. So you can see just there it's sticking out a bit. So that is unfortunate. I might be able to push that back in. There we go. An unfortunate issue there, but I do have to say overall QC on these figures has improved massively. Touch wood, I don't want to jinx myself. It has been a very long time since I have seen a dodgy eye on a Savage Strike or Attack Pack figure. So we're going to turn the focus off quickly, just make sure that's in shot, and take a look at the play feature. So the play feature, like the other versions, lets you kind of get that ramming head motion. As you can see there, which is quite fun to play with. I think younger fans especially will enjoy that. And then articulation wise, we've got a ball jointed head. Obviously the elbows come out and swivel as well. The legs swivel and can come in and out a little bit. Actually, maybe not. Nope, they can just swivel. And that is really it for the Stiggy. Obviously a sculpt we have seen a few times at this point. If I bring in the most recent release to compare it, you can see the most recent version had a lot more paint applications, in my opinion. You've got a lot more detail around the face, obviously details for the toes, paintwork on the legs, and in comparison, the newer version of the Stygimoloch just feels incomplete. I hate to be negative, but it feels like not as much attention went into this figure when compared to others. And it is possible that this is a side effect of Dominion's delay, but equally when you compare it to the other products in the same line, it just doesn't hold up in comparison. So if you're not a massive fan of the Stygimoloch, or if this figure doesn't really speak to you, then I wouldn't necessarily recommend picking it up. With all of that said, we'll end by taking a look at the Dino Facts app code, as you can see just there. And that's it really for my look at the new version of the Stygimoloch. I like when dinosaurs do different colour schemes. Darker greys are colours that we don't see often, but I think unfortunately here the darker colour scheme means that there really isn't that much in the way of detail, and because of it the figure doesn't pop when compared to others. But with that said, you guys might disagree and you might like it, so do let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm really interested to see what people think of this one. And as always guys, thank you so much for checking out my videos. Please like, favourite, subscribe, and until the next video, take care and have a great week.